So, boom, we're back again. Pgt Podcast. We're here with, what's your name?
Fear.
Fear. Is it just Fear or?
Yes, just Fear. That's,
Okay,
that's
Fear.
all they need to know.
Is that on Instagram as well?
Yeah.
Okie doke. So, guys, in this podcast today, we're talking on a few topics. We are talking on high value men, high value women, what makes a high value man, what makes a high value woman, what could potentially devalue her. What was the other topic as well? Was it on devalue and toxic males, toxic females? And yeah, it's just, how can I say, it's making certain people understand, like,
Yes.
and ask, what is a high value man? What is a high value woman? Like, is there body count involved? Is there beauty involved? Is it characteristics? Is it?
You see, like what you've just said then, like, I feel like all those things that, like those few things that you've mentioned, them are the things that men think about. That's what men lead with. The woman's beauty, how many men she's been with previously, like, yeah, them are the type of things.
A lot of men out there do say though, like, yo, I'm happy with a 7. Like, some men actually say out there, like, yo, I've heard people say, like, yo.
These are men.
Some men are
Hold
actually.
on, okay. So a man saying he's a 7, saying that he would date a 7, is a man that is less than a 7 himself. You don't see I don't even like putting numbers on people and stuff like that. But say there's a 10, a man who is a 10 is never going to go below, like, he's just not. So men that aren't 10s, they will go like, yeah, we can go with a 7 or whatever.
I got a question.
Because, hold on, sorry, one more thing. Somebody was saying to me, somebody, I was having this discussion the other day and I was just like, women love with conditions, men don't love with conditions.
Of course
and
we
I'm
do.
just like,
You're mad. I got conditions right now.
Of course men love
I got a list.
like conditions and stuff like that. And I was just like, if you never saw me as pretty, you would not be having this conversation with me right now. The only reason why we're having this conversation is because you deemed me as like pretty or whatever. But yeah, sorry.
But then don't you think someone's ugly to someone?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm ugly to somebody, but then I've had next go, I'll just call you handsome. I wouldn't say you're bum thing or whatnot. You're handsome. I'm like, I know that. I got my pictures. I look at them myself. I know where I am.
This is what they say, like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder and stuff like that. But
Beauty's not on the inside though. Fuck all of
but
that.
also, no, it is.
No, some of it is, but I wouldn't just say like, personality.
Have you ever met somebody and you've just said like, oh my God, what a beautiful soul?
Yeah, the Chinese lady in the Poundland, I swear down, she had such beautiful mannerisms. I wanted to.
That's mannerisms. That's not her soul. Here we go with the stupidness.
Okay, I'm just saying.
We ain't doing that, yeah.
Her mannerisms made me want to, made me have tingles.
That's mannerisms. That is not somebody's soul. That's how somebody moves, how they talk, how you walk, how you conduct yourself. That is not somebody's soul. So even that, like, if you haven't experienced them type of things as well, like, this is what I'm saying, like, people get mixed up with lust and all these different type of feelings and be like, oh, I love the person or da.
I've been in lust though.
It's not a thing.
It's a waste man thing.
Become infatuated with somebody, but when you're in it, and that's going on to what we was going to mention as well about the toxic thing. People can come together over like your traumas, like trauma bonding, and then them relationships, they then become very, very toxic.
Don't tell people your traumas until you're actually connected. You know what? Just going off topic, when should a man discuss traumas with a woman?
I don't even think there's like a time scale to say like, oh, you should discuss this at this point or you should discuss it at that point.
Because women can judge men off that.
Hold on. There's talking about traumas, because this is the thing as well now, are we talking about the traumas to offload, or because we haven't gone to therapy, or are we just talking about our traumas because you're trying to tell the person about who you are and where you've come from? There's that again, like, to it.
All right, so what would you make of this? Not gonna say who, but I was talking to girl, obviously nice girl, blah 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 blah. And obviously I said I went through as we was getting into 1-2 chitter chatters, I said to her that I've been through 1 or 2 things, you know, when I was younger. That's put it like this. You see, like my hand here. Look at this knuckle and look at that knuckle. When certain thoughts came to my head, and I was somewhere, I literally, you know that fucking idiot. I can't even say he's an idiot. He knows what he's doing. You know that kid, Pain's Elysian.
Oh yeah,
you know him.
Yeah. I've seen him. Yeah.
Like, I wrapped this fucking plank of wood, like, you know, like a fence of wood. Now, that's a trauma that I'm not looking to just tell somebody, but this person was so eager to know. Like, why are you so eager to know? And then she offloaded to me, went quiet, and expected me to offload to her. I'm thinking, I'm black from the hood. Like, well, I wouldn't even say from the hood, but the way I'd say it is, one,
So, like,
I'm a nigga, like, that ain't just coming out of
in-
my mouth like that.
In that case, I would say that she was trying to trauma bond with you. She probably felt that there wasn't much of a connection, so she needed to have this connection with you, and probably that's how she makes connections.
So is that what
with
trauma
people.
bonding is like? Obviously, so realistically, people, it's like, all right, so people want to bond with traumas because they don't have nothing else to bond with.
Or they don't know how to bond with people in any other way.
They're the kind of people that I'd say, like, yo, go back in your fucking yard, don't come out, don't be, like, know how to bond before you want to bond. It's like,
It's
you see,
not,
like
it's
now,
not even like
I know how to bond in a certain way, and it's not through sex.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Like, when you've gone through trauma, you have to go through therapy as well. It's not like you've gone through trauma.
I don't trust the therapist,
and then I think you don't trust the therapist. Why do you not trust therapy?
Listen, no one keeps their mouth
But you'd
shut
meet.
like that.
You'd meet. Hold on. So you don't trust a therapist, but a girl that you're sexually attracted to, because that's
I ain't
what
told
it
her
is.
shit.
Yeah. You will tell them little things when these.
No, I ain't told
but
nothing.
These people as well, they can't even help you with your traumas.
Listen,
You see,
I was with somebody.
Okay, you see, in our community, we need to stop this. Yeah, about we don't do therapy and stuff like that.
now, I'm not
Because
saying I
people
don't
just
do
gonna
it.
be
I'm just scared of
broken.
it because what it is, like, for me, my go-to person is the one who created everything, can it? Like, I see it as,
And he's put therapists in place for a certain reason.
okay, you have
So
a good
use
point.
it.
You have a good point there, but
Use it.
it's like, I've known social workers, and I know. Let's just say I know certain things about other people. So it's like, oh, and I never asked for that information. It just came out. But now it's like, I see his therapists probably do the same. Like, can my business stay with you? Like,
There's always going to be messy.
Scared?
There's always going to be messy people in life. But one thing one thing is, anybody can be like a social worker and stuff like that. And with that, you have to know, like, that person as well, their personality. Because if they're just that, they sound like they're that person in general, they're just going to chat out people's business regardless. And that therapists, they have to do oaths and things like that, I'm sure. And then, like, you got your data protection. And
you ever heard
things like
someone
that.
say, I saw my mum's life, and you run all the line?
Yeah.
So what the fuck is that? What oath are they doing then? Like,
No. It is slightly different because they can lose their job for disclosing things that they ain't supposed to be disclosing.
what if you've got a good side hustle? Don't care.
No, you just don't want the help.
No,
You don't want the help. You don't want that.
I do.
Coming up with this excuse and that excuse.
I do, but this is what people do when they're scared. They start coming up with excuses, innit? Okay, so acknowledge that I'm what?
Okay, you scared.
A little bit.
Little bit.
It's just
tiny
information. It's just mad. Like, yeah, man. I've watched a lot of stuff, but
bit. Yeah, it's good.
yeah, with that person, and then it was someone else that I noticed. Like, I'm not someone who's gonna talk about my past. Like, I don't even want to talk about. Let's chat about tomorrow. What we're gonna do today. I don't want to talk about what happened to me over there, because guess what? Every time I talk about that shit, rage comes. Man gets sweaty. Man start, like, I can fucking go for the Hulk at that time. But Yeah, it's like what I'm actually about to say now. If you don't know how to bond without telling your traumas, just allow it. Because guess what? I've had certain girls tell me certain things. I'm like,
so with
whoa.
okay, so with that, if people aren't actively going through therapy, do you think people should be getting into relationships and situationships?
No, but when I meet girls all the time, shit, I just want fuck. This is why I don't be really getting that sometimes.
That's why I said situationship.
That's not a situation shit.
Just okay. So you have a relationship here where you've got two people that come together and have said like, right, we are in a committed relationship. Then you have a situationship where you just have somebody, you get on well, but you fuck them, but you both are single, but yeah.
I've been in one of them.
So that's what I'm saying. So in both instances, do you think it's fair to get involved with these people knowing that you have these traumas?
I couldn't say yes or no because you could get with that person. They could understand to such a point they could actually help you get through the problem.
I hear that.
But not everybody's like that, so good luck to finding that motherfucker because
and it depends. I would say as well, it depends on like where the person's at, like in their life,
what they've gone through, and if they've overcome something, then they can actually help you overcome it. But then it all depends on because
then that's
someone get hit by a car, someone get hit by a car, and that's a different trauma. But then someone's been raped, that's a different trauma. Now, I know people who have been raped and whatnot, or certain things have happened to them when they was younger and whatnot, and it's like they've gone through therapy, but I'm like, that's really good, but at the same time, how do you trust the therapist? Like, I know people say like you trust them and whatever and that, but when they've told me that, the way they've told me, I'm like, boy, I ain't even known you 15, 20 minutes and you're telling me all of this?
That you get that a lot. I've been in places where a mother is slagging off the child and then the daughter comes in and then they're like, oh, you're right, Bab. And I'm like, Jesus, the way you was just telling me your child's business. So going forward, I know.
I've seen bare parents from that day, I'm like, boy, you know what, you're with your son, I'm like, oh, I don't need to know.
See, but you know, like, okay, so you know what, you see stuff like that. Okay, so for me,
I would never run down my son.
For me,
I'll say he's a good boy, even if he's a bad boy.
If I'm around somebody and they actively slag off their children, chances are I'm going to distance myself from the child too, because that was your foundation. That was like your home. No, not your spouse. Oh. Your home, because that's the mum in it. That's the mum or the parent that's slagging off and everything. Remember, I was saying,
parents get pissed off though and just
no. There's levels to it. So, not saying too much. I was working somewhere, and the couple was there, and then like some of the times when I would be there, the child would come. And then as soon as they knew she was coming, they'd be like, oh my God, she's coming. She's only going to come for this. She's such a user. All of that business. As soon as she comes, hi, Bab, how you doing? And then she goes, because she does come and get what she wants and everything. Then they're like, you see, can't trust her. She's such a bitch.
But you know what though?
I'm just like, yeah, these type of people, like, no. And then the daughter, this is what I'm getting at. The daughter is going to have them tendencies as well, because that's her foundation. That's how her parents deal with things. They don't confront people face to face. They talk about people behind their back. So me now, I'm going to see that and be like, you know what? I can be cordial with you, but I'm going to keep you at arm's distance, because as you know, I'm not into mix up and all of them things. So I don't want to have to be having you've been chatting my business talks with people and stuff like that. So I think as well, like, you just have to be mindful about things and just like actually looking at the bigger picture when we're meeting people and being involved with them.
So what do you reckon, like, all right, so let's ask a question from both stands here, but obviously just your opinion. When should you share traumas with a partner?
You asked that already.
Did I?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And this is how we got to this.
I'm ADHD
because
now,
I was saying.
All right,
we're both ADHD as well, but like Drop my phone. Yeah, I don't think there is a time scale. So that's like we just wrap up that bit, man, and then.
So wouldn't you say? Oh, so you're saying there's not a time scale. So wouldn't you say like when they actually get to know each other? Because to understand someone's traumas and not run away from that person, you need to know that person, know that that's not them, like what they've been through. Because some people go through shit and then start acting. All right, you know how people get bullied when they're a kid and turn to gangster? Like that happened to me a little bit. I wouldn't say gangster, like, but got bullied, turned to wild child.
Okay, so
wait.
Hold on, no. We need to keep it on the topic. Yeah, time scale. How long? I think like knowing somebody, like you never fully know anybody. Like you really don't. Everybody's got their everybody's got their little things that no one's ever gonna know about somebody. You're not even gonna tell your missus or whatever. That's just how things are.
I'm a snitch.
No, you're not. It's not.
I'm a snitch.
He ain't snitching. Not,
I'm a snitch.
Yeah. Like in the first few months, like that's what they say. Like you have to go through seasons with people. That's how you get to know somebody, like when you actually go through different things in life with people. Like if you go through losses with them, you see how they react to things and stuff like that.
You know what? Sorry to cut you. When I got with my ex, I actually told her something a bit mad within the first 3 months.
Okay.
But it was actually...
And she's your ex?
That's so... What's that got? No.
She's now the ex.
So what? That was a long relationship, you know. But what I'm saying is, like, I told her something within 3 months, and certain things that I knew about her, but I probably found out after within 2 years. Certain things that I found out, or like, you know.
So what would you rather find them out like 3 months as well?
No, I don't know. It's like where my head's at now to where it was back then. But then obviously I was someone who was a little wild child, obviously saying little bits away, doing just basically a town rat, you know. Then obviously, not gonna go too far into it, but then left someone, got with her, and then yeah, this, I don't know, like, how can I explain it now? It was a situation where I just felt comfortable, and then it was on my mind, sorry. And then I just came out with it to her, but then, believe it or not, the next day I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? Shit, that's mad.
Like why you told her?
Yeah, it's like, I've gave you a piece of me. Knowing certain information, you're giving a piece of yourself. But it's like you're taking a chunk.
Hold on, this is another thing as well. Like people have to remember when you're in a relationship with somebody, you are supposed to be vulnerable with that person. I don't think I can be vulnerable now, though. Whether the relationship.
Sorry for you ladies, but I don't think I can be too vulnerable.
Or figure, well, then that's going to be to your detriment. But you have to be.
What does detriment mean again now?
So that's to your like.
I'm not good with big words. You know. Well, go on.
Oh, hold on. How can it's to your like not bad luck, but it's going to be to your
burden.
Nah, not burden, detriment. Like you. Oh, I can't think.
No, it's like, all right. So from what I've been through, sometimes when you show too much care, like I know stuff about like other people's situations now. This one guy gave too much, like showed too much emotion to this girl. But then
this is that bullshit that men's kept talking about.
But some girls do.
There's them memes, yeah. The man got cheated on in junior school when he was in year 4 and that, and now he's like, fuck all women. I'm never giving my heart to another woman.
Like this.
Mate, you was in year 4, like, let's get over it.
No.
You get heartbreaks and heartaches.
I got cheated on when I was 9.
Oh.
Still gets me now.
My heart bleeds.
But that's why I put the violin on the YouTube. But no, it's like, I got myself lost. Where was we? This is going to happen a lot on my side.
We was going off a tangent anyhow. Next topic.
You know what?
Because we've talked about the thing before a bit now.
What's going on in the media right about now is, you know, men saying, she's not a high value woman. Women saying, he's not a high value man. What is a high value woman? And what is a high value man? This is a question for the viewers, but we're also going to talk on it now.
So put it in the comments.
Now it's like, for me, I'd say a high value person is someone who's leading you to a good path. Now, you got the ground laws, which are made by the police, the government. Then you got the up above laws, which is obviously made from God. Now, while in my sense, I'd say Allah. But anyway, some say God, some say Allah. Anyway, saying them both means the same thing. Some know, some don't.
You just wants to put Allah out there, innit?
No, but he's here anyway.
He just did. He just want to put him out there.
No, I'm just saying on my side, like it's here anyway. But it's like, all right. I was saying this to someone else the other day. Now, some people smoke weed, some people smoke fags, some people drink. Now, would you class that person as a high value person, but knowing that you're intoxicating your body?
What, intentionally?
Yeah, like, what is, like, I'm thinking like a high value person is someone that would go by God's law, innit?
No.
So what is a high value? Like, is it finances?
Not necessarily, because like there's many people out there that aren't religious and
doing really
live,
good.
Yeah,
living
like good lives and stuff like that. So for me, I do think having a good moral compass is key for both men and for women, because if you have a good moral compass.
What's a good moral compass? Sorry.
So things like, how can I, let me think of something. You're a like, not you, but like somebody who hasn't got a good moral compass is someone who's going to be scheming on their brethren, trying to plot on them, they're just moving shady left, right and centre. You know, like them people that you see on the soaps, you know, like the bad guy in the soaps, they're always doing something, they've got no moral compass. Like morals, their morals are all the way out. Like they don't have any morals in life, like they'll just do whatever. So I think that's key.
No, I was just checking you out.
Oh, yeah, I think that's like one of the key things to being classed as a high value.
But do you reckon does finances make someone high value?
No. Like finance doesn't make you high value. It means you have.
You could be a rich cokehead.
And you can be a rich person whose moral compass is all, which a lot of millionaires are. They have to.
Selena Powell.
Who's that?
Sorry.
Do some shady stuff. Who's that?
No. I think I seen it today. I think it's Black China's mom. Also seen it on Instagram earlier on this afternoon. Sorry, and she said to Selena Powell. Selena Powell was like, if I have a baby, I'm gonna stop OnlyFans. And Black China's mom said, no, don't have no kids. Please don't have no kids. If they're gonna come out as fucked up as you, please. Like, yeah, I'm fucked up and I'm rich.
But again, hold on. Again, even in that conversation, who is Angela?
Who's Angela?
Black China's mom.
I don't know no names.
Her name's Angela. No, sorry, no. Black China's called Angela, I think. Oh, anyhow, for the mom to be opening her mouth saying them type of things when her and her daughter haven't had the best of relationships. We've seen her go off on people so much times where other people be looking at her thinking, should you have been a mom? Like her daughter's had to go through loads of counselling and this, that and everything through the traumas that her mom caused. So again, this is what I'm saying, like we're always kind of like looking at, look what did and all of that, but we need to be like more concerned with ourselves. Like for you, what do you think
like
would make you
know what,
have a higher value?
For me, it's being the person that I wouldn't mind my daughter being with, but not me. If you know what I mean? Like, all right, if someone acted exactly like me, would I want my daughter to be with that man?
Okay.
And that, when I started realizing things like that, I was like, whoa, shit. Like I was with a few people a couple of years ago, and we were just talking about it, and one guy said like, yo, if my daughter comes home with someone like me, you're getting fly kicked out the door. And I was like, what the fuck does that say about you then? Like, Oh, what did he say about you then? So it's like, for me, it's being a high value person comes down to not what you have, but your characteristics. And in, like, you could be a millionaire, but it's what you're doing with the millions. Can you? All right. So you know how you got heaven and hell. For me, a high value person will take one bag of people to heaven. A non-high value person will take a load of people to hell.
So hold on, do you not think it's the same as like when people say high vibrational and low vibrational? That's what, to me...
No, because it's vibrations is your energy, your value is you, what you've done, how you carry yourself, not your vibration, because your vibration could be based off however you're feeling at that moment in time.
But that is still you.
Yeah, but vibration can also, it's also a part of emotions.
Vibrations
like if
change all the time. As humans, we change all the time. We don't stay the same. We have to evolve. So like, not evolving with that, you know, that diagram, you got the monkey and all of that. But as humans, we ain't supposed to stay the same. If somebody meets you and be like, oh my God, you're exactly the same from when we were kids, that's a problem.
You know what, no one can say that to me.
Like, but I'm just, we're not saying thingy, but like, just in general, like, that's a problem. We are supposed to change. We are supposed to evolve. Like, yeah. But then as well, with that, nothing's perfect in life, because you know me, like what I'm into and stuff like that, and people always preaching love and light, love and light, love and light, and you can't.
I think the people who preach more love and light be doing more dark.
But I feel like that in every community, religion, those that be shouting the most and everything, realistically, behind closed doors, people are getting up to whatever they're getting up to.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when that Dylan situation came out to do with his family or whatnot, and obviously I was talking to somebody, and obviously, because the video that I was involved in with Dylan, and someone was saying to me, I'm like, yo, look at this. I'm like, what do you want me to do about that? I know bad shit about a lot of people. I've seen a lot of shit. A lot of families are not perfect, but then I was bothered at this person, because it's like, hold on, you're saying this, but then I know you. I know some of the shit, like, so you have to pipe down. Obviously, first thing the person said was, why are you backing his case? I said, I'm not backing his case. Obviously, you done what you done there wrong. You already know, you probably yourself, it's wrong. Now, it all comes under the part where, like, all right, this is going off topic, but I talk like dimensional fuckery. You know, like, you know, when you're a kid, you're in a different dimension. When you get older, you look at certain things like when you was a kid that you've done, you're like, yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't do that now. So then you was in a dimension.
I wouldn't say a dimension.
I'd say it's a dimension, me.
No.
We're all in this right now, this life is a dimension.
Come on, you know my thing. You know I like to go to different dimensions.
Yeah.
You know my thing, yeah?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying,
so
like...
that is just us growing, yeah? We're in this dimension now. There's only certain ways you can go to other dimensions. Like, it's not like...
It's not by taking drugs either. Smoking weed.
You can access it in different ways. Like, there's not just one way to go through a door, is there? There's many different ways you can access things. It doesn't mean that it's wrong because you've chosen a different way to access it. Remember, I said to you, everybody's brain is different. Everybody's wired differently. We are not the same. So what might work for you to gain access into that dimension, it might not work for another person. I could say to you, you have to do this, this, and this.
I'll be like,
but I could say like this, it works for me, but it might not work for you because we're two different people.
No, I have that common sense to know that, like, just because, all right, put it like this now. My mum taught me this from years and years ago. What works for them might not work for you. I've been arrested so many times in the past, and I'm saying to my mum, like, oh, but this person's gonna get away, so I'll be all right. What works for them ain't gonna work for you.
Cat and dog don't have the same luck. That's what my granddad used to say. Cat and dog, they don't have the same luck. So what one person can do doesn't mean that it's that way for everybody. But I don't know if we should go onto like the dimension talking, because you know.
Nah, because you know what it is? It's like, the reason why I say it's a dimension, because you're at a time where your head's obviously like, all right, there's people out there who would Like you could be a grown man, you're going for little gal. Now I see that as like, yo, what dimension are you in to even think like that's even good for you to do?
For me, it's not. I don't look at it as like what dimension are you on. Where's your soul come from?
It's in the dimension.
No, so exactly. Okay. So remember, I didn't.
Dimensional fuckery.
Hold on. Remember before? I'm sure me and you was having this conversation, and I always say, I gave birth to my children, but I didn't create their soul. That's not something that can be created by humans. Like that comes from another source. But there's multiple dimensions, and in these dimensions, there's things in there. So with that, we can't say, and that's remember. I think I was saying this to you before as well. Sometimes you can have a family, and everybody's cool, but one person, or they move differently
Just
to
off.
everybody else, and everything. They've had the same upbringing, all of that. But
would you say that person's normally called, well, what people say, the black sheep? Because I always see it as the black sheep, moves different, wants different, but he's different. He's actually to bear everyone else, but no one else can see it, but he doesn't even want to. And I'm not saying me, by the way, just so comments and chatting shit, but it's like you see little memes like the black sheep's normally the goat of the family.
This is you see stuff like that, but at the same time that can be toxic as well, because some people will try and use that now because people are putting that out there on social media that the black sheep of the family is the goat. To me,
I wouldn't even say it's always the goat.
No, because some people,
idiot.
as we're saying, like some people are just like, they can just be wicked, but because like how people want to portray things or kind of change the narrative on things to fit them, then saying like, oh, the black sheep of the family is the goat or da da da. But I wouldn't necessarily say like everybody is a black sheep. Some people have toxic families, and in that toxic family, because of like fear of like the main person that's in charge, the majority will go with that person. So then you have the one person on the outside, so then they're kind of ostracized or whatever. They're pushed away, so then they're kind of like on their one-man island, and then you've got everybody over here that is drinking the Kool-Aid type of thing. But yes, there's different instances. Different instances, but there was something that you touched on that I want to carry on talking about.
Which
we've got a few minutes. We've got a few minutes left. You touched on about like paedophiles.
Yep.
Paedophiles. Now,
you big men need to leave these little 18-year-olds, little 70-year-olds, even the 19-year-olds alone. I was trying to tell somebody, I came across a 90-year-old and I realized that, hold on, the way Unos even chat, like I forgot, how did I chat when I was 19? Yo, come here, yo! Even though the person was pretty, but I just like, whoa, like, yo, it's a different dimension.
Okay, here you go with the dimension.
It's a dimension. They're in a different dimension. It's a different era.
They're in a different era.
So can we just call era dimension?
No.
Just for me, because I just call it dimension. Dementia.
No.
All right, I don't want that.
See, you're making me lose my
sorry.
Thinking. But yeah,
no,
it's not just
big men going with your young guy.
It's not just about like the talking and stuff like that. It's how we deal with people who we know are like this. Now, I've said it before. I've done a video about it on my TikTok. You've got men who are known to abuse, do the most to people, but because this man is a DJ, or my man is a footballer, or my man is the Pope, or whoever, everybody turns a blind eye to it because they're just like, oh no. Or
you're going to turn a blind eye based off the person's, what's the word? What's
their clout?
Their character? No, not their clout. All right, so you know, like, all right, you got a singer. Is that what they call it? I need a motherfucking dictionary. Their status. Not their status.
The clout, yeah.
Their. All right, so say like, let's say, I don't know, R. Kelly now. So many people slept away from it because it was him, his character, because of the money that he had. But like, what is it that No, what? I think I lost my point now. It's
So I'll think
Okay.
it. A lot of these guys and women, they hold a certain power, whether it's in like the community, whether it's in the work industry. Like, these people are smart, they're not stupid. Like, they learn the art of manipulation from a young age, because most of these people have been abused as well. So they learn ways to manipulate people and to kind of like Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile's doing charity work, all of that.
God rest
But
his soul. I don't.
Yeah, cut that out.
Oh, sorry.
Get that cut out. Yeah. Yeah, so it's instances like that, but like as communities, what do we do about
But you know what?
it?
The judges ought to let them things go. You ever see rapists get over 15 years?
Yeah, but you know what as well, like sometimes...
Remember, they give mental fuckery, you know.
Sometimes
if you rape someone, it's mental fuckery.
people, as a community, we have to take matters into our own hands. We've known from how long
What do you say, pop
that
them?
the police and the government ain't really trying to do much about these people. So as a community, what do we do? I see firms in mans that are known to be predators and paedophiles and stuff like that at dance and everything, and that want to be. And this is the next thing as well, like groupies. It's that groupie behaviour from the men, and not just the women. From the men, like he's a gang or whatever. He's a gangbang or anything. Everybody wants to be all up underneath this person, knowing that my man's just probably beat up his baby mother, left her to come.
But you know
into
what?
the dance
No,
to come
because you know
look here.
what? Obviously, I'm not sticking up for men. Obviously, when you touch up your gal or whatnot, or beat up your gal. But you know what? For a man to beat up his baby mum or something, don't you ever question like, yo, what has she done?
No. A man that cannot control, his anger.
Isn't just a normal man.
No. Is a man
human?
is a man who's not in control of his emotions. That is not human. I'm sorry, you, unless a woman's picked up a brick and slapped you in your face with it, you don't have no reason
All right,
to be
watch
putting
this.
your hand on a woman. If a woman tells you go suck your mum, oh my God!
What are you doing,
I've
bro?
got to beat her.
I thought there was a fly. No, I thought there was a fly there.
This is how people move. This is how people stupid, ain't it? That's
I thought there was a fly there.
That's how people move, because they're like, wanna disrespect my mum. Hold on, you fucking disrespect your mum every blood clot day.
Because you don't listen to her.
But all it is
It's my mum though.
nah, it's not even that.
I'm not saying me personally, but it's like, that's how someone would say it. That's my
I
mum.
think, and I do believe, a lot of the guys that want to put hands on women, it's two things, The first thing is, some of people's mums were beating their kids for way too long. Like, I don't... When I was younger... No. I'm on about age-wise. People's mums are still beating them when they're like going through puberty and things like that. But as well, with that, if you still have to be beating children when they're teens and stuff like that, you've already lost. Like, you've already lost. Your children, you shouldn't have to be still putting hands on them like that. There was another point that I was going to say, and I've lost it now.
All right, because you lost yours. When you saying, what was it now? Like, let's say if a woman tells a man to go suck his mum. I know someone who's been told to suck their mum. They didn't thump up the guy. But then it's like, all right, when I think I was 15, 14, a girl said something to do with mum and slapped me. I was like, boom, wham, reacted. But that's what I'm saying, like, just because a man hits, no, and then, sorry, yes, so I reacted, but it's like, all right, a woman doesn't have to, like, you know when you're saying, gave the example of a brick. If a woman hit a brick off a man, okay, you got a chance that you should hit her. Or not saying that you said you should hit her, but if you did, then it's different. But do you know, attacking the mental is a lot more fucky than doing something physical.
So, with that...
A man people get cheated on and body themselves. I've been cheated on. Not say that they ain't never tried to come back.
And there's men. Hold on. There's also been instances where men have suspected that their woman has cheated and killed them, and there's no proof. It's just something.
I'll be honest, if a nigga thinks his woman's cheating, depending on the nigga, trust me, the bitch is cheating, bro. Because men have got instincts as well. I wish I would have listened to mine, because I wouldn't need therapy.
So how come men don't have gut? How come men don't have gut
We do?
instinct? Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't listen to it. They're really still talking loud, so we ain't even trying to hear it. I don't know.
So there you go. So like, see when men be like, oh, what happened to the woman's intuition? Everybody has these things, but sometimes people choose to ignore the red flags and all of that. But then going back to what you were saying about hitting women and things like that, like I've always say nobody should be putting hands on anybody. A woman should not be raising her hand to a man to be trying to fight a man.
What would you say?
Because if you're trying to fight a man, you might get the fight, you might get what it is you're looking for. What was you gonna say?
I was what you call it? So alright, so let's say people in a relationship, the man hits the woman, but then the woman goes back to the man regardless. Like, bog on there. Like, I've never understood that. Like, my mom's always said to me, if your dad ever put his hands on me, I'll tell you now, that's the day. It's done.
So what people say and what people do are two different things.
Okay.
I know people to say stuff like that, and I know for a fact that they've had hands put on them, but they're going to speak differently depending on whoever it is that's asking them that type of thing as well. You also have to realise, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you've obviously grown love, attachment, and you've probably had some kids with them and stuff like that. A man doesn't just wake up one day and just come down the stairs and bangs the woman in the face. There would have been some things, and more time, a man that is that way has always been that way. So every woman that he's been with, he's more than likely put hands on. So he knows as well that there's going to be some points, what I'm saying, manipulation. He's going to have broken down the woman to make her feel that she can't go nowhere. She only can stay with the man, because it's a mental thing. He's got into her mentally, so he's mentally abusing her and he's physically abusing her. Answer your question?
But don't, let's say everyone has their own choice, their own brain, innit? Them two don't share the same brain, so it's like, alright, let's say, I was talking to one girl before, me and her was dating, whatnot, and she also told me something, and I grabbed her, and you know, because I realised, like, whoa.
Stop talking about these things, innit?
It's a long time past, like, bro, it was an understanding thing. It wasn't like that kind of grab where you're gonna get a mark. It's just, and I was like, within a split second, I'm gone. That barrier, you just made me almost come to, I'm gone. No partner of mine should ever be able to even bring me to here. Because you should always protect me, love me, and keep me here. I should only go to here if someone's put hands on you. But as soon as I realized, like, whoa. But then that's why I can also give the advice to other people, like, yo, if a woman's bunny boiling you, bro, trust me, it's not worth it. You might act out a character, because at the end of the day, a man is a man in it, a man is a lion, a man is a dog, a man is a this. What happens when you flick a dog or you hurt a dog? Unless it's a chihuahua, and just dips. That's a different caliber of dog that is, pussy. But then again, them man start yapping, come for your ankles. But it's like, all right, so, you know, going on to a high value woman, like, would a high value woman allow a man to put hands on her, but then go back? Like, I wanted to go on, like, people's perception of a high value woman, because
see, again, like what you
no,
do,
sorry,
what you're doing now. So you're going back to the first.
What we was meant to be talking about.
We didn't. We went on to
a high value man, but we didn't speak on high value woman.
We done. Oh, should I just hold this?
What happened? Let me look at it.
Oh no, it just came off, but I'm just like, I'll hold it instead. Yeah. So a high if exactly like, you know what, if you don't see yourself as high value, you will go back and keep on picking up shit and keep on going back to dog shit. You will do that because you're not valuing yourself. So you can't class yourself as a high value person or whatever. Even this, like, I hate saying it, a high value man.
All this high value shit only come around like 3-4 years ago, like 3-4 years, and I think this year last year and this year it's been spoken about even more.
Kevin Samuels.
Who's that now?
My man that died a couple of years ago, he's been on that, and it's that red pill, all that stuff that
red
guys,
table.
no, the red pill theories that the guys have about women, that women have to be submissive, women shouldn't be chatting back, like that type of just.
A woman will chat back if she's not happy about something, if she agrees with something.
No, a woman has a brain, yeah? And a man has a brain.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
A man is not always is not always going to be right in what he's saying just because he has 2 testicles between his legs. That does not give him the thingy. And saying
a
for
man's
a
got
woman,
more brains than a woman. One brain down here, one brain up there.
No, they don't.
A woman only has one. Sorry.
Yeah, let's just leave it there.
No.
What
is a high value woman? Because it's been out there and it's been talking. And I want some ladies to understand that you actually hold a lot of value from as soon as you're in the womb. It's about upkeeping it. Now it's like girls go in club every weekend. Tell a guy that you go out. Tell a real man who's trying to be a man that you're going out every weekend. What's he gonna see that as? High value or low value?
So you're saying if a woman goes out every weekend, she's
in the clubs,
she's not high value.
I wouldn't say you are, no.
So if a man goes out every weekend in the clubs as well, he's not high value.
No, I wouldn't say that either. Like, man, just because you're a man and you're in the club every weekend, doesn't mean you belong there. Where, in which book? You know how a lot of people like to go to religions and whatnot. Which book does it say, yo, us men should be in the clubs?
Do you not think that might be like a cultural thing, like in the UK, Monday to Friday, as soon as Friday comes, hit the clubs, party, and then work again on Monday. When you go to like,
based off the people you hang around, like, all right, say when I was a kid, 16, 18, 19, 20. Like, you think I was out every weekend? I didn't even want to know about the. You know, the first time I went club.
No, hold on, Ellis. Not in a rude way, but I'm saying, like, okay. So when I was younger, I used to work in town, and I used to just work in. There used to be a big hairdresser's called Derek's.
Name's Laking, by the way.
I'm not saying that. I'm like, listen.
Okay, please. All right.
I ain't saying it. So I'll just say E.
Even better.
So so back then, when I used to work there, everybody like used to come down, like the working professionals. As soon as 5 o'clock hit, you see from 3-4 people start coming in the salon and everything to get their hair done for the weekend. It's a culture thing. It's what they do.
No, getting your hair done for the weekend.
When you go, no, to go out. Like, you have to remember as well, like, I'm a little older than you, so like,
I'm 50, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, so in that culture, the working people, 9 to 5, working Monday to Friday. When the weekend comes, when Friday comes, when you go up Brindley Place, what do you see? Do you go Brindley Place?
Yeah, I've been a few times.
Do you go on what's it called, Cornwall Row?
Where's that now?
Cornwall Row's up just up there by where
train station, Tesco.
Yeah, up there.
One mega times.
So when you go up there on a Friday evening, most of the people that are in there are the people that have just finished work. They go out for drinks and everything, and that's their culture. That's what they do. To me, that doesn't make them less or higher. That's just what they choose to spend their time. They've been probably working, keeping Birmingham running. Yeah, it's true. Keeping Birmingham running in the offices and everything and that. And then we're like, oh, you're not high value because you've come out every single week.
No, it's like, all right, let's say if I'm dating somebody now, and you're out every weekend, you're in the clubs, out with girls, whatnot, like, that's just like, yeah.
I think like that, like if they're not spending time with you, like yeah, you need to spend time together. You can't be with your girls
But it's
every
like,
single weekend,
like,
going out.
I see anyone that I've ever got with, I've never, well, I say I've only been with probably like 1.5 people. But anyway, officially, yeah, I'm not gonna go into my stories, but officially. So it's like, I've never ever said, like, oh, you have to be with me every weekend. I'm like, yo, go see your female friends. Like, yo, go chill in it. Like, go out in it. But you ain't wearing that. That's it. And obviously, that's like if I'm catching things come up to here. I remember the one time I said to someone, like, yo, go put on my boxers if you want to wear that. Can't. Put on my boxers, though.
Okay, so that as well. Why?
Would you say that's toxic, me saying that? Or is that me caring?
It's not.
Because I'd say
Okay,
that's a
hold
high
on. No.
value trait to
I wouldn't say.
not allow your woman to go out
I
dressed a certain way.
I wouldn't say that it's a toxic trait. What I would say, for me, it's more about your woman. Like, why don't she know that if she's wearing a short up skirt, she must wear shorts underneath? Why does she not know that
Because some
already?
girls try it, man. They get gassed by their
What do you mean?
friends.
Some girls try it.
Some girls
No.
just try it. Like, I know bare girls out there who've got boyfriends. They know their boyfriend realistically don't want
So
them
what
out
you
in
hold
that.
on? So what are you saying to me that their friends be like, go on, don't wear no shorts tonight when you go out, bab. Just go out with
Nah,
just
but
your knickers
sometimes
on.
girls like to
Who
show
does
off and
that?
just act like, yo, I'm the boss in the relationship.
But no, we're talking. No. I think you're missing the point here. What I'm trying to point out is, yeah, you have to know who you're with, yeah, and how they've been brought up and all those type of things, yeah. Now, there's some females that was brought up that when we wear skirts, yeah, you have to make sure you got on some shorts underneath. And then there's the girls who weren't brought up like that, who will just, and you'll see, like, when they have girls, the little girl's doing a cartwheel, you see the little girl's panties. I should not be seeing nobody's panties, no little girl's panties,
Sorry,
when she's doing
pause.
cartwheel and them thing there.
Cheltenham, when I was doing security, me and all the lads on the one side, and one guy wants to fall over. Now, some girl like to go out with their dresses coming down to here, no knickknacks. This girl got a bit drunk, dropped, but when I say dropped, like, leg looked like that, like, everyone, I think, like, this girl knows how to shave, I'll be honest. Everybody's seen it. This girl was bold. Like, palm hand bold. Okay. But it's like, what was my thought process on then? But yeah, you see, like, when you go out, like, imagine if you get drunk, no one, all right, let's say you're indoors, you're going out, you don't know whether you're gonna get paralytic or not. It depends on the vibe. But then you see, because you're wearing that short thing now and you first fall over, like, imagine if that person had a partner. You know, if that was my partner, she went out with a short thing, you fall over, and someone's telling you that, listen, you couldn't, you're done. You're all done. You're low value, you're done. Like, would you say that's a toxic trait, low value thing to even say to a woman?
Flies.
Or is that, would I be right to leave my partner now that she's...
But this is
Gone
what,
out,
hold on,
not
this is
dressed
what I've
properly.
said,
Well,
this
not
is what I've
dressed properly.
said, this is what I've said already. You have to know who it is you're having a relationship with. Like, she's not just gonna wake up one day
Some
and
girls
be
are
like,
very
no,
surprising, you know.
no.
They hide stuff at the
People
start.
don't just wake up, yeah, one day and be like, oh, I'm just gonna start doing this or doing that. They've always been that way, but again, we choose to overlook things, like in the honeymoon phase or whatever, and just be like, oh nah, it's probably not this or it's not that. Like, we
I don't believe in
overlook
honeymoon no
things.
more, you know.
There is that is a scientific, well, yeah, the honeymoon phase, like that is an actual thing.
I shifted that out to getting to know you phase. Like, the start is going to be very uncomfortable. Like, yo, what do you want to do?
No,
like, what's your plans?
the honeymoon phase, that's the nice bit, because then after that bit, that's when everyone's all nice, getting to know each other and everything, and that you're going on dates and you're laughing at her jokes and you're laughing at his jokes, even though they're not funny. But then let's fast forward.
I'm like that. I will
let's
laugh,
fast
and
forward.
it's not even, I ain't even heard the joke.
Let's fast forward. We're now 4 months in, and life starts happening. Things start to happen, and then you start to see how the person is, their characteristics, their morals, all of those type of things. So then it's then for you to be like, am I going to continue with the relationship? Or I'm just going to be like, you know what, like, this isn't for me. But then I think sometimes in life, due to like probably being lonely or, you know, just as humans, like, we want companionship. When people are like, oh, I don't want nobody or whatever, come on, like, people want companionship. But I think sometimes we do overlook certain things because
some people have had that
don't
much
wanna
heartbreak. They're like, yo, companionship is just very risky. Like,
I
the
hear
older,
that,
the
I
older
hear
you
that
get, the
too.
less you want to be dating.
I
Like,
hear that too.
I'm at the stage now where it's like, all right, let's say if I was to talk to someone now, I'll tell them exactly what I'm on and where I'm at and where I want to be. You can judge me off that or whatnot, but that is it.
But that's
why I say there's no honeymoon period for me, because it's like, I want to get to know, like, properly, like, if you got bad traits, I'm trying to find them out. I'm not trying to find them out later. And this is what I'm saying, in the honeymoon period, it's like,
no, but that's the thing.
people
like,
hide all these things
you
away.
can't, like, you're never going, and this is what I was saying earlier with the seasons, you're never going to know somebody until shit happens. Shit has to happen for you to know somebody. You ain't ever gonna know somebody. Like, you can't be with somebody and say, like, I know this person, when you've never gone through nothing with that person. Nothing's ever happened to be like,
True.
Yo, that's how they moved when that happened. Like, she's lost their job. Does she try and get out there? Oh, he's lost his job. What's he doing? Is he trying to get back out there? Is he trying to fight? Or is he lying down? Or is she lying down in bed? Not just like,
you know what?
Them type of things, like,
you see how men say toxic women this, toxic women that. Would you say it's toxic? Like, let's talk on this now, because you know what? A lot of men be bashing women, saying toxic women this. Like, there's people out there, you know, you got kids. You know, if you got kids and you're a man, and your kids ain't got certain things, or they're not, certain things ain't patterned, you can't be looking all fresh. Like, obviously, there's a difference between presenting yourself and looking fresh. Like, fresh meaning name branded up, looking so and so. Like, I actually think that's toxic to have a baby, then not do everything for that child until it's at that age. Like, let's talk on that, because there's people out there, everyone wants babies. Like, all right, a lot of people say to me, oh, how come you ain't got kids yet? Like, because obviously I'm the only one in my family who ain't got kids yet. And I'm like, don't those, like, the people even know how to look after the kids? I'm not saying like my brothers, because I know how they look at this. It's different. Certain things is pattern. But it's like, when other people say it to me, I'm like, do you even know how to raise kids, bro? Did you know, like, raising them's not about money? Obviously, it's a part, clothing them.
yeah.
But even the government can clothe them, so don't put that to, like, how people chat to their kids, how people react to their kids when they've done something wrong.
How they nurture their children.
Some kids get a straight backhand.
What is their home environment like? Is the home toxic? Does the home feel safe for the children? There is a lot of things that goes into being a parent, but at the end of the day, nobody gets like a rule book. We're all out here as parents just trying to do the best that we can do. And then obviously we all know how we was brought up personally. So then we take some of the good things that our parents done and then think, you know what, I can tweak it. I'm sure that's probably what my mum done. When she had like me and my brother, she probably thought, right, I like that my mum and dad done this, but I wasn't too keen on that. And I think every generation we are supposed to get better and have better relationships with our children. But yeah, it ain't about parents just. But that's the thing, like, you're always gonna get selfish people. Like, you're always gonna have selfish parents. So there's gonna be like mums and dads that they're putting themselves and their needs before their children, and it's not even coming to like financial things and buying things.
I haven't seen too much of that.
Not even just
Growing
that.
up, though.
People staying in toxic relationships, like, because they don't want to be single, and they're gonna stay with this person or whatever, knowing full well that this man is probably doing the most, or the woman's doing the most, or whatever, but they're just staying in it because they believe like, oh, you're supposed to have a mother and a father there, but the environment that you're bringing the children up in is toxic.
I just want to say, on the man's side, a high value characteristics, if you're in a toxic relationship and you're staying in there, don't class yourself as high value. That's not high value, because your self-awareness is underneath my shoe, realistically. So it's like, going on to the high value man, so I'm not trying to jump into this topic, but you can't be a high value man and be up in toxic shit. That shouldn't even run. As a high value person, you should be able to just squash that, either move on from it or just left, because
but then
a lot of trauma can happen from that, but they won't realise it until they come out of it and then thinking about it, or you could turn into some PTSD or some shit like that.
I was going to say, it's to do with like what we mentioned earlier about how people deal with conflict. What's it called? Conflict resolution. Like, where some people want to argue, where some people want to walk away.
I'm not an arguer, I can't be arsed.
But like all of those things in relationships, when you have children, you have to know, like I've heard like some couples, they won't argue in front of their children. They go out, they go for a drive, and they'll sit there, talk it out, and then come back to the home.
I didn't know that from indoors. I found out from someone that I was working for, and obviously I was talking about certain things. And the guy did say to me, me and this person don't get along. You think his son would ever know? That's a high value man trait. Because if they know, then it's like you're showing the little kids that,
See, this is what I'm saying. Like I think
I've actually been around some high value men, you know. So that's why my life's gone extra hard now.
Let's scrap the
motherfuckers. Wish I never met them now.
The high value thingy term and that, because that's just somebody who is emotionally intelligent. When you're emotionally intelligent, you can deal with people, you can speak to people, you know how to conduct, how to carry yourself and stuff like that. That's what that is, more than being high value. Like, yeah, let's allow the high value thing. Yeah, I don't like it.
What don't you like about it?
I don't know. It's just like the term. It's just like the. I think it's like one of them, it's like a buzzword that people are using a lot, but there's so much things that come into that like umbrella type of thing. And then I think as well, as we were saying, like a lot of people have like, everybody's got an opinion in it. So everyone's opinion is going to be different on what they believe a high value person should be.
Do you reckon a woman that has OnlyFans can be a high value woman?
I don't care.
No, I'm just asking.
Like, that is for whoever is looking at that person to be in a relationship with them. I don't business, because I'm not in that situation yet. So I can't say like...
No, because you know I was thinking of, all right, you see how... Obviously, there's a story years ago of a woman who was a prostitute, still got to heaven or whatever, but it's a woman will do almost anything for her child to make sure there's something there. But like her starting OnlyFans and selling pictures, would that devalue her? But then again, her intention for what she's doing. But this is
the thing, there's lots of women that have like, because this is what I'm seeing. It's like, a lot of guys think that these women that are doing OnlyFans are single. Not for these women. I've got man. There is this woman.
They're being pimped?
Hold on, no. There's this woman.
Make me money.
There's this woman that I saw. No, there is like, this is what I'm saying. Like,
what about
some
that one
men.
left jail? The one like.
Hold on, I don't want to talk on that because I've already done a TikTok on that. I'm not giving that anymore. I'm not giving that any more time.
Bear man wanna go jail.
As I said in my video, bear man want to go jail. So that tells you, the mindset of the men saying
but
this
no,
type
don't you
of
think that was a comedy thing though?
It
like,
was not funny.
Do you feel like a man's actually gonna want to go jail?
Was it funny? Did it make you laugh?
No, there's nothing.
It wasn't funny.
It's a sex
there you
scene.
go. It wasn't. No, I mean, like when men were saying that I want to go to jail, I did not find it funny.
No, I laughed and felt like idiot. You think he's gonna go jail and that's gonna work for you?
As I said in my video, yeah, all of the men that are saying, I want to go jail, you wouldn't get picked, yeah? The girl probably wouldn't even
You can't,
want
no.
us.
You can't say that.
I said it already.
Okay.
I've said it already. I said it on
you
my
said
TikTok. I've said it
but
already.
You don't, like, alright. I've been in certain situations.
Am I lying? No, am I lying?
I can't.
Like, a lot of men are delusional. Yeah,
I
a lot
can't look at
of
these
men
kids, oh, yeah, she's gonna pick
are
you.
delusional. Yeah, like you can see how the man looked. Yeah, you can tell what type of girl she is, and you can tell what type of girl, like what type of men she likes. Yeah, so the rest of us, like, come on, like let's be realistic. And this is what I said. I said a lot of yous would have been the camera guy. Like, you would have been the camera guy that got vexed and leaked it because he never got nothing at the end. Like, that's just
Is
a
that
lot
what
of...
happened?
Yeah, that's what happened. That would be a lot of the guys'
You being serious?
reality.
The cameraman got pissed and leaked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, and look, you've made me give time. You've made me give time, and our time's running out. Yeah, you've made me give time to that, and I was saying something, and now
We was actually gone overtime. But
And-
guys,
I lost my train of thought
Elay King
and fear.
with Fear, Pgt Podcast. I am totally sorry. This is our first one together. I'm actually trying to make her a co-host. I don't know how she feels about that. But
You have co-host money.
somewhere down the line, man, me have some co-host money. But you know what?
You know what? It's the people, innit? It's the people. If they like me, I'll be back. Like, it's just that,
If you
innit?
like her, she's coming back. If you don't like her, she's coming back.
I'm still coming back, so you can't get rid of me. Me there. No, sorry.
So, obviously, I'm just letting you all know now. You see me? I got ADHD. So, conversation-wise, it can go whoom, and then I have to grab this one over here, come back over here, and then I forgot that one over there, and I'm like, oh shit, scrap that one, let me just stand this one. So sometimes I'll lose track of what I'm saying. It's gonna happen. I'm just letting you know. You're watching for free. YouTube, having a YouTube account is free. So just understand that I don't actually give a fuck. But just
Come
enjoy,
on, come, wrap it
try
up,
and
wrap
enjoy
it
the show.
up, wrap it up,
and
wrap
that's
it
it.
up. We're out.
But guys, we're done. I'm sorry, but going back in here then.
Look at that.
Yo.
Oh, phew. I thought